T6 runs with a poison build. As you can see, it runs real solid. I mean, just like any build would. I mean, T6 is not that hard, but you saw how fluid and easy it was to run. Now we're going to start off with the Greater Rifts. I wonder if I should start off with 39 first. Tell you what, we're going to start off with 37. Yo, Debo, start playing Witch Doctor again, and I have recently picked up a Wormwood staff, and it's amazing for fast clear, but I'd like to know the best weapon I need for DPS on Witch Doctor. Thanks, love from Scotland. Hey, Scotland's cool. You guys got good food, you just don't want to know what's in it. But it's fucking good food, and they got really good I think it was whiskey or scotch? I forget which one. Anyways, Furnace is the best for Jade build. Wormwood is the best for T6. Overall, I like Wormwood more because it's more convenient and it gives me a free skill to play around with. But Furnace is still pretty much on top because the damage it does to elites is pretty crazy. Oh, I shaved off the stash. Once it gets too big, I shave off my mustache because it starts like getting, like I start getting milk mustaches or I eat stuff, and once food starts getting caught in my mustache, that's just unacceptable, and then I shave it. Like, you be eating something in Scotland, they'd be like, do you like it? I'm like, yeah, I love this, is delicious. You want me to tell you what's in it? No, don't tell me what's in it. I just want to just enjoy this. Man, that big guy's dying pretty quickly. That's what I like to see. Well, one-handed, pretty much SMK is number one. That's just how it goes. Or dagger or darts. Ooh, an elite. I hope he drops some health globes. Woo, that spirit walk. It didn't matter though. It has vortex. I gotta play this careful because if I didn't have that spirit vessel, I would have died a horrible death. There we go. It's dead. Hooray! Spirit vessel saved me. I didn't die. Now I just gotta play safe until I get that alpha cooldown and stuff. The best follower, I always say, if you're going Jade, you should go Templar. If you're going Pet, you should go Enchantress. And then, you know, if you're feeling like a little friskier, you just want that extra crit chance, you go with the Scoundrel. But mostly it's just, Pets is just, you know, Enchantress. And then Templar is for Jade build. And I just died there, which is terrible. But, I mean, what happens? Not much I can do. Get the guards back up. And get the fetishes cranking. That's the only bad thing about running the sacrifice of the gruesome feast. You're way less tankier than when you run zombie dogs. If I were to run zombie dogs right now, with instead of sacrifice and shit, I would have way more survivability. And that might be better for the long run, but we're gonna try to play this safe as I can, within reason. Because I do like the damage increase from Homunculus and gruesome feast. Uh-oh, now we got to get little guys that throw the little traps. I don't like them too much. When you hit those traps, it puts like a bleed effect on you or something, or a dot. Should have no problem beating this 38. I gotta be real careful, because like I said, I don't have any survivability, and I'm just basically taking deaths that I don't need to. This is gonna end up hurting me later on the run if I get to like a Rift Guardian and I die. What we do for damage. I don't know, when I get to 38, I might switch back to Homunculus because it's a little bit more stable. I mean, Sacrifice is cool and all, but additional 30% damage mitigation makes a big difference because then you just kind of sit back and just chill. There's another elite. And it's mortar, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Looks like they're dying pretty quick though. Still have to juke. I call it going into Mega Man mode. Where you just, ooh, he had that jailer. I'm so glad they weren't popping off jailer sooner. Mega Man mode where you gotta dodge shit. Gotta play a little safe. I do have a spirit vessel up, so I should be okay. Oh, okay. Oh shit, you know what? I don't have my follower, dude. Dude, no wonder. Oh, well, I guess that would have made a big difference. The nice thing about the Enchantress, she does add the, Oh, that's why I'm taking so much damage. I'm so bad. I don't have my follower right now. Somebody just said that. Scatman's like, or who is Dipsip's like, dude, where's your fucking follower at, right? That's so terrible of me. Oh, well. I guess we'll just man mode it, right? We don't need no Unity Ring. We got survivability. No wonder I'm fucking taking all this damage. Oh, that's so funny. Actually, that's good then. That means I would take less damage. I'm still rolling on 37 like a boss man without the Unity. Like, I don't need no Unity. That's so funny. No wonder I was taking so much damage. Oh, well. Well, I'll have a good laugh after this. Or I get the Enchantress. The Enchantress is sitting there and she's like drinking and drinking the bar. It's like that motherfucker forgot about me. You know what? He used to always take me everywhere and do nice things, but then he got comfortable with me. Enchantress is like, I want a divorce. Your followers are now invisible? No, that'd be funny though. Save the frames, right? Ooh, what's hitting me so much? Ooh, Health Globe. Ooh, this elite. Health Globe. Whee! I think there'll be at least one more expansion, but if there isn't, I wouldn't be surprised. They could just keep it down to one expansion. They said that they did say back in the day that they're going to do guaranteed 2. We got the first one out, but I don't know. They don't have to necessarily do anything. They can always just go back and just be like, look guys, we're not doing it. Looks like we're getting through it okay, even without Unity Ring combo. At least until I get to a really messed up elite, then I'm like, oh man, I really wish I had it. I'd be okay with that if they actually did that for Diablo. But that sounds like something more they would do for World of Warcraft. Yeah, I forgot the follower. But we're still doing well. Oh, poison, poison, poison. Ooh, gotta dodge it. Luckily, I have about, I think, 12 million toughness. Yeah, about 13 million toughness, so that I'm actually doing okay because of that, and I got Spirit Vessel. The Spirit Vessel, I think, is carrying right now because otherwise I'd be dead a long time ago. There we go. Oh, dodging all this damage. Oh, get the health globe. I call this Mega Man mode where you can't get hit by anything. Super fighting robot. Mega Man. Fighting to save the world. If you haven't seen that show, look up the Mega Man theme song. TV show theme song, whatever. Super fighting robot. Do. Mega Man. Oh fuck. That no wonder I'm dying a lot, but I think we'll still beat it out in time. This is getting kind of shitty because I can't do anything without that Unity shit because then it just starts taking so much massive amounts of pain. Okay. Oh, Sim almost dead already again. Okie dokie, Scatman. That dot on that trap, normally that's fine because I have Unity, but without Unity, stepping in one of those traps is fucking terrible. Like, really fucking terrible. That shit's like a death sentence. Mob density is really not this good. I mean, the mobs are easy. Now, that's pretty good mob density right there. Yeah, see, one of those traps pretty much just kill me. Those are traps of death. Normally they'd just be like, ah, that stings a little, but these ones are actually killing me. I use I think it's called Black Widow keyboard Razer. I don't know. I just bought it because it looked nice. Fuck, dude. I gotta stop doing that. If you use Mass Confusion is a charm, and then it would trigger that necklace quite nicely. You can do a build like that. You can either use it inside the Jade build with Wormwood if you'd like, or any build that uses Mass Confusion in general. It would be pretty decent. That's pretty terrible. I am getting punished for not having Unity Ring on right now. Man, they don't like me. They know I don't have a Unity Ring. They're sticking it to me today. I'm like trying to Mega Man mode it. There goes my fucking spirit vessel. Let me see if I can get away. Maybe I come back on screen. They have some health globes. Oh, not the health globes I was looking for, but that's okay. Then reflect mob. I don't know if I can beat this, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and tap out. I'm not gonna waste my time on a 37 like that. That's too frustrating. Which shows why Blizzard needs to deal with the Unity Ring thing. That's just too much. Even with 12.7 million toughness and about 600k HP, it doesn't matter. If you don't have that Unity Ring, you cannot do anything. Let's try it again. No cooldown because of SMK. Resets it every time the fetishes hit or land damage. It resets the cooldown of those abilities 3 and 4 by 1 second. Hey, yeah, I forgot you. Alright, let's try 37 again. This time with the Enchantress and the CC she brings and all the stuff that keeps me alive. Much better. There we go. Now I can actually take damage. Oh, thank you, Maz. I appreciate it, buddy. Stuff like that keeps me motivated to keep testing all this stuff. The mob density is kind of lacking. Mobs are easy enough. Those Morlus, I think. That mob density is pretty decent, actually. Really disappointed in the mob density. Oh, hell yeah, it's possible to run into dead ends and greater rifts. They reduced them back when they first started the first initial maps for greater rifts. Some maps you used to hate because you can go down this whole crazy path and end up at a long-ass dead end, and you have to run all the way back. But they decreased it really dramatically and made things a lot better. But yeah, you can every once in a while you'll get a dead end, but even the dead ends now are not as bad as what they used to be. Where's the mob density at? Need more mobs. Pretty much what he said yesterday about 15. Shard of Hate's okay for an introductory weapon. It would work nice with a Jade build maybe, but that's about it. If you're doing like a cold Jade build or something like that. Yeah. What if Cinders just said it's only like a 2 screen max or dead ends now? That's good to know. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool if they actually have it like that. Makes sense, though. Where's the mob density? Where's the mob density? Ooh, another elite. Nice. You got any health globes? They gotta have some health globes over there. Nah, I better play it safe and just move my black ass back here. There's another one. That's the next one will kill me, though. Hopefully I can spirit walk before they jail her again, which I do. Got my health globes. Now next jailer setup should kill me, but I got spirit vessel, so I'm good. No, it didn't kill me. Oh, it did kill me. Spirit walk in. There's only one left, so he's gonna do one jail at a time, so that's not gonna kill me. Plus I got a potion. Some good mob density here. That's what I like to see. If you do !YouTube Bird Devil, you could actually see the fire one I did on YouTube. I'm making the YouTube video of this one now for the poison one. I'm going to make a guide that covers the fire, the poison, and the cold and physical ones for this build and do one big ass guide for it so you guys can sit back and enjoy it. It's not in the current live servers right now. This is on PTR, Small Man's Finger, but we all know Small Man's Finger is not going anywhere. It's not in balance. It's a great new ring, and I just wanted to get ahead of the curve and just test this build out, make a big-ass, nice detailed guide for it. And then the next one I'm going to start working on is Zunimasa, and then after Zunimasa, I shall return to the live servers, working back on Season 2. But until then, I got to get all this PTR stuff test out. Well, I lied. It's going to be the Small Man's Finger builds, and then I'm going to work into doing the Zunimasa. Then after they nerf Spirit Vessel, then I'm going to work on maybe doing a Spirit Vessel, see how that works, and do a video about that. And then after that, I mean, some people want me to do Focus and Restraint, but I don't think Focus and Restraint's going to make it to live server. If it seems like Blizzard says they're okay with it and they're going to keep it like that, then I will start doing some Focus and Restraint builds. Because, I mean, that's just how it goes. I would still give more of an edge to Tall Man's Finger, because with Tall Man's Finger you can run the Ukapin Serpent, and that's more damage mitigation, which is really nice. And Tall Man's Finger can run the Cloth of Transcendence as well too, so they can start using haunt damage to get the increased damage. I would still give the lead to the Ukapin Serpent. Oh, I'm sorry, to the Tall Man's Finger, because they use Ukapin Serpent, and that zombie dog, the rabbit dog one, is very strong. Very, very strong. Need some mob density, guys. Would you use a Hellfire or Gruesome Pass if your lower DPS but the buffs would be higher? Yeah, possibly. Like for this build, I know it'd be nice to have Gruesome Feast on a necklace, because then I could run like maybe an extra Jungle Fortitude or something like that to help me more damage, or maybe Bad Medicine for 20% damage reduction when I hit an enemy with a poison ability. Something like that would be nice. But odds are, if I were going to use a Hellfire necklace to get Gruesome Feast, it probably would be involving a build that uses it already, so I can get an extra passive in there or something. Like the Gruesome Feast necklace on a Jade build's very nice, you know, because then you could actually run Pierce the Veil as well too. You wouldn't have to pick and choose, or you could just run that extra damage, whatever you want to do, or run, you know, extra spell or ability. I mean, extra passive. I mean. Like, if you're using Wormwood, you would basically want to get Gruesome Feast on the necklace, because that would be your extra 5th passage. If you're running the regular Jade build, which automatically uses Gruesome Feast, then you would use it to run Pierce the Veil, which would be very nice. The thing I'm using to proc Fetish Sycophants right now is these new pants called Cloth of Transcendence, and it basically gives you the passive on a pair of pants. And every time you land your mana generator, or I'm sorry, mana spender, which is for me is haunt in this scenario. What it does is it gives you a 100% chance to proc a fetish. Yeah, if you're using Wormwood, I would try to get Gruesome Feast on that bitch, because that extra damage would be great along with the Pierce the Veil, because Ancient Wormwood doesn't use his Locust. Well, Wormwood in general doesn't use Locust form because it's autocast, which frees up an extra skill. Really doesn't matter what the extra skill is, but the thing is that you don't have to cast Locust form, which means you shouldn't be having mana problems, which means you should be running Pierce the Veil. Mob density was kind of lackluster, man. Could have been a lot better. The mobs are easy though, which is cool, I guess. Looks like we got some okay density right here. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's something in the game when you get the higher levels, they just give you more density and stuff. It could be. The stream delay could have lessened. Sometimes it's higher than other days. But that's good for you guys, because it means when you guys ask a question, I can respond immediately, and you guys hear the response right away, as opposed to like a minute or 30 seconds later. Almost at the Rift Guardian. Not as fast as the Raffle Protector, though, but it's holding its own. I really feel like this build will shine if you get like a lot of mob density because of the AoE of the Gargantuans. Like right here. They're making mincemeat of all these monsters because the AoE damage is very nice. Yeah, I think this build will do very well with lots of mob density. Because the Garg's AoE is just so nice. Rift Guardian has appeared. And it's Bone the Warlock. I think he summons monsters. Wasn't too bad. We only got to 38 though. I think if we had better mob density, we could have did a lot better job. But for now, I think that's fine. I mean, you can't ask more than that. Hopefully we can just get 38. If we can do 39, that'll be fine. If 40 is a luxury, I would say. Once they include pylons, I don't imagine it will be that hard to get 40 with this build. But the Raffle Protector was very nice because that did get the 40 without pylons. So I'll be right back. And then we'll hopefully do 38 and 39. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to like... In groups, I really think in groups people are going to run small man's fingers with tall man's finger because that'll be pretty cool. But it's just nice when Blizzard makes a good legendary that people actually can enjoy. And that's the kind of stuff that makes people want to play the game. Oh, man, I want to run small man's finger because, you know, the guys on your team and everything like that. Damn, that's actually better than what I have right now. I can roll the vitality higher. Yeah, I could do that. Not bad at all. I gotta upgrade to my pants. What do I want though? 606, so the intelligence is about the same. I got more vitality on that. I could roll till I get a 650. I do got armor on it. It's nothing better than the armor, so I will roll these pants till 650 vitality. Sorry, I don't mean to make you guys wait before I run the next rip, but you know me, I love to min-max. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing! Fuck. Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh, well, I can roll it to 775 armor, right? Fuck, I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. I wasn't even thinking. I just started rolling shit. I meant to increase the vitality, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get 775 armor. Ain't that a bitch? I wasn't even thinking. I just plopped the pants in there and clicked away without thinking. Live server, I don't do that. I'm PTR, I guess, because I don't give a fuck about the gear. I just do it. $748 armor, baby. That's not that bad, actually. 2% more toughness. That'll work. That wasn't too bad, actually. Goodbye. Hello, new pants. Hooray, new pants. Well, we have a lot of different viable builds, so I guess I kind of understand them not focusing on the Helltooth when they got to deal with all the other classes, because a lot of the other classes still have one specific build only. But yeah, they're kind of long overdue with fixing the Pride of the Invoker set and that set. It's been a long time. I'm glad I got a lot of toughness. Otherwise, this would be a nightmare right now. Hopefully, they start dropping health globes soon. Give me that little extra damage amp to finish off this elite. No health globes yet. One right there, but I just sacrificed my life for it. Another health globe here too. That's the nice thing about the Gruesome Feast is when you're fighting a monster and they start dropping health globes, it kind of helps you finish off the monster. The monsters are not looking too good quality. The density is kind of shitty, so if it stays this way, it will be very close if I beat it. But I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. The mob density is really not that great. I know it looks like a lot of monsters, but it really isn't. And especially running AoE on the Gargargs, you definitely want a lot of AoE shit. I might play League of Legends today if you guys really want me to. Yeah, see, I died and shit. We're really not getting that great of quality on the monsters. I'm getting winged assassins, and the mob density is quite horrible. So we'll have to see. And then I don't even have the Gargantuans out right now because I just summoned them and I died. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go too well. I got really bad monsters. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and call it. We'll try another 38. Unfortunately, sometimes when you get really bad monsters in Greater Rifts, I just say just get the fuck out, especially when you're trying to climb higher, because it's just sometimes the monsters are just not on your way. It's just not worth it. With Jade, you can get away with a lot more stuff because it really doesn't matter what type of monsters you have. With Jade, all you really need is a large mob density of monsters, and then you start harvesting and getting because when you start harvesting, you get reductions on for every enemy you kill by 1 second. So like with Grave Injustice, so you eventually just start perma spirit walking, and the monsters can't kill you. Not to mention Jade damage is a lot higher, but it happens. We'll go ahead and give it another try. I think I got one more 38. Yeah, I do. So we'll try again. Hopefully this rift won't be as bad. But those types of monster, this type of mob density, that was pretty horrible. So we got some spiders and we got some Act 1 mobs. So we'll see how this goes. Again, mob density is kind of shit right here. To start off with these little amount of minions, usually you want to go into a big ass room full of tons of monsters. On a scale of 1 to 5, the density is pretty much like a 1.5 right now. The monsters has easy there are about a 5 out of 5. And then we'll see about the Rift Guardian. Usually I like to go ahead and rank in what I think about the pylon luck is too, but there is no pylons on PTR, so. Uh-oh, we got some fucking Anarchs, so this might go from a okay rift to a decent one or to a bad one, I don't know. It was only one, but one's enough to spoil your whole day. Mob density is really bad on this rift. There's not enough mobs to really get anything out of it. I would still say, yeah, little finger's behind the tall man's finger. Most definitely. The fire one maybe can compete, but tall man's, you also got the Ukapin Serpent that you can run with it, and it's just a lot more stable. But at the end of the day, what determines your how successful your build is not really necessarily what your build actually is. It's really what monsters you get and, you know, the mob density and, you know, how tough the monsters are. Like even this mob density is really not that good. I need more monsters. Yeah, 40. I don't think the focus and restraints is not going to make it live either. That's why I didn't include it in the coverage for the Witch Doctor thing. I did the PTR for Witch Doctors. What's the items to look out for? Just like it's just like there was a couple items I highlighted, and I was just like, look, man, I don't think this shit's going to make it live. Thunderstorm. Getting some really. I misclicked. I'm probably going to die. Probably gonna die. Oh, I'm not gonna die. Oh no, I might die still. Oh no, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I died, Jailer. Got ahead of myself. So yeah, the mobs are a little bit better, but like I said, I need a higher mob density than this. This is not enough minions to really make it worthwhile, but I think if we play it towards the end, I'll be able to beat it no problem. See, with the Raffle Protector, they just hit so hard that it would just do so well. Yeah, Spirit Barrage procs him with the pants on. Yes, it does. It's pretty okay. I wouldn't run it though. I'd rather use a Haunt with 20% increased damage though. No, just every time you actually land the Haunt. If it was every tick, I would just need to cast it maybe like 3 times, and I would just permanently have fetishes instantly respawning over and over again. Blizzard's pretty good about not letting shit like that go through, at least for Witch Doctors. Do I need a skill board again? No. What do you mean? And they just got an Ancient Jade Harvester chest with Locust Swarm damage? No, the skill does not have to be in the bard. It's going to give it the 15% damage increase regardless. See, that's the kind of mob density you want. The mobs are not that greatest because they have Anarchs, and Anarchs can charge. But if I can keep getting mob density like this, that'd actually be very good. I would actually enjoy that very much. Like, that was really good mob density right there. That's a prime example of what you want the mobs to be like. When it's like endless mobs, just trash, and it just fills up the whole screen. Especially since the Gargs do AoE damage. Could you fit Wormwood with this build, or can you? Yeah, I guess you could. You could fit Wormwood with this build. You just wouldn't have the Homunculus to do Sacrifice, and you wouldn't have the SNK to do Big Bad Voodoo. But as doing a T6 with it, that would be perfectly fine. If you just want to stack the poison up and have the Gargantuas do good poison damage, that'd be fine. I don't see nothing wrong with that. So the mobs are easier. Density could be a little bit better, but I think we'll beat this. But you really want the SNK and the Homunculus to amp up the damage of the party or the group or the monsters, however you want to say it. Phantoms or Exorcists, or they call them Exorcists, are not what you want to get. Okay, we got a Spider Elite. Hopefully it's nothing too difficult. It looks like it's a pretty easy one. Molten Fire, yeah, that's an easy one. It doesn't have anything to knock you back. Well, it has knockback, but it doesn't have nothing really that can really just straight up kill you like Jailer or anything like that. And I actually got myself into a bad predicament. I should have been a little bit safer, but that's okay though. That ended up working out okay. Still need higher mob density though. I need a real good couple of rooms with just straight up mob, like just mobs of monsters. With the current patch, do you think Saj is better than Team of Fear or just Unity when pushing Greater Rifts? I can't decide. Well, if you're going to Tall Man's Finger build, that can get 45. I mean, Tall Man's Finger is fine. So, I mean, but you need Unity. You can't run Saj. I mean, the only time you can run Saj or without running Unity is if you have some way to avoid taking damage, either through Perma Spirit Walk or Fear. So if you're doing like a Tickle and a Visage build and you didn't want to run Unity, it's risky, but you could do it. You could pull it off. Just like with Jade build and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're using Tall Man's Finger, you're using the Poison Dog, and you want to amp up the Poison Dog damage as much as possible. But for the most point, it's just kind of like when you start like wondering like what's better, like to drop a Saj or not run Tall Man's Finger after all. Well, if you're not thinking about running a Tall Man's Finger anymore because it's not the most efficient, then you might as well just run a Jade build. That's like saying, like, well, I heard with Tiki Sack, if you use Asajj, you can get a little bit more damage out of Tiki Sack. Once you start kind of doing that, or basically said instead of Tiki Sack, let's go Jarams and go 23 Fetish, let's say that was the new meta, then what's the point of even running it's not a Tiki Sack build anymore. It's just, okay, why don't you just run Jade? No, I wouldn't pass on the Unity and a Jade, but I'll keep the Unity on in a Jade build. It's like everybody's trying to get rid of Unity. Let me tell you this. You can somehow get a lucky-ass mob, right? And maybe the mob is really easy to deal with and you don't have to have Unity because you can stay in permanent Spirit Walk. But it's going to make your consistency drop real terrible because as soon as you get a monster with Jailer, you're auto-dead. As soon as you get something with Frozen or Thunderstorm, you're automatically dead. There's some things that the Unity Ring protects from, mostly Jailer, and you will automatically die. Even if you have Countess Julia's Cameo. And you're sitting there like, oh man, I got Countess Julia's Cameo. I'm gonna absorb the Jailer damage because it's arcane. Yeah, but you just died of Thunderstorm. You'll die to a double Thunderstorm or something like that. Like Unity is pretty much non-negotiable. The reason why Wizards with the Firebird set they'll run Unity Ring, or they won't run a Unity Ring, they'll run Asajj, is because the Firebird set brings them back to life, and they have another passive that brings them back to life. So they got like a double life come back to life kind of skill. And that's why they're so so good on hardcore. Not to mention Wizards have like teleport and a lot of other different stuff, and they have a lot more toughness, so they can kind of get away with it. Witch Doctors, we really don't got that option. You know, 10% cooldown reduction if it's ancient. If it's not ancient, you probably 1% damage. This is great mob density. A lot of Exorcists, though. That's really bad. Those are very dangerous monsters. But I'm just staying back playing it safe while the monsters do all the deeps. All my minions and shit. At some point. I don't know. I mean, if it was me, the two-piece Jade would be as follows. Instead of the 500 int, it reduces the cooldown of your Soul Harvest by 2 seconds. The 4-piece bonus, I would make it when you consume your dots, they have a certain chance of refreshing themselves on the target. Or maybe the 4-piece says every time you Soul Harvest, you have a chance to not consume your dots or whatever, something like that. Or maybe it has a chance of refreshing the dots in the target. And what it would do is it would let you know it refreshed the dots in the target by like some kind of flash, or make it so that when you harvest, it has a small % chance to cast, to put an explosion on yourself. And with then like after you trigger it, 3 seconds later it explodes and it hits all the monsters on the like screen with Haunt and Locust Swarm. And then the last set bonus, which would be the normal Jade bonus set, like you harvest the dots off everything. But like 2 seconds off the Soul Harvest would be nice. Also in combination with the fact of making it so you have a % chance to refresh your dots on the target, that would be pretty awesome as well. I think that would make it kind of too powerful, but then again, they are going to be nerfing Spirit Walk, and as some kind of compensation, I think they should put that in. Well, they don't necessarily have to be defensive bonuses. They can just give us more damage. So yeah, we'll have to be a lot safer, but then our Jade will be hitting like a fucking truck. So I mean, we give up defenses for, you know, for more damage. That's fine to me. I don't see nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, I still think Jade's going to be king, because you got to look at the whole way Jade works. It's just so efficient on AoE mobs. AoE damage is the big thing. If you got good AoE damage, you can just fucking shit on Greater Rifts. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's happened to me before too. I think I had to like hit escape or log out or something to stop that. Or go to load up a different map and then it will take it off your screen. So it looks like 38 was pretty comfortable. Well, except for the last 38 mob. That shit was terrible. I had really bad mobs. We'll see how 39 is going to go. It might go good, it might go bad. I don't know. 35? Probably with the new system, I could probably get it at 37. Helltooth is not that great. And I was only using 4 pieces of the Helltooth set. I wasn't even using the full 6-piece bonus. What they should also do is reduce Jade from a 6-piece set bonus down to a 5. That would also help out too. I hate that fire thing he puts under me because every time he does, it fucking hits me. Like, when is he gonna do the next fire one? When's the next fire one gonna be? Like, as soon as he casts that fire one, I'm gonna die, or he's gonna hit me with the mortar, or that attack. Where's the next time you're gonna put the fire thing under me, buddy? Yeah, see, I died. See, this guy's a fucking douchebag. I don't like him. And not in close quarters, because that AoE fire thing, and then also the fire thing, he puts the fire circle, and then combination with the mortar. This guy might cock block my whole attempt right here because of that one death. He might actually just shut me down. It's too much damage, and then between the fire as well. This guy's really, really cock blocking me right now, and he's about to do the fire explosion thing pretty soon, I imagine. This guy's an asshole. If he just behaves himself, this will be no problem. But if I get hit by a mortar or something too crazy that's gonna pop my spirit vessel, then I'll be in real trouble. Now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in real trouble. I gotta play this safe. I gotta get the fuck away. I got him. There's certain Rift Guardians I don't like. That Rift Guardian's like a 2. Like, at lower levels, he's not bad. At higher levels, he's terrible because your pet build, you want to get in close, you know, you want to get your big bad voodoo, you don't want to run too far away. It's okay, though. Yeah, it would be a fun challenge with the Helltooth build. I don't know what to get. If I had to get anything, what would it be? I guess we could do belts. Belts or boots. We'll do boots. I need some strong ass boots. Don't I have a good pair of boots in the storage? 44491, that wouldn't be too bad. 1.6 million toughness plus the elite damage. I think I definitely should switch out to Blackthorns. That would definitely help out a lot. I think I will. We'll switch to Blackthorns real quick. And the necklace. Do I have enough to gamble though? Do I can re-roll that damage a little bit higher? Losing a little bit of damage, but I gain a lot of survivability plus more damage to elites. Let me plop this ring back in here. Let me take this out, and then I think I'll need to craft some gems. Let me go get my next level gem. Alright. So my next level gem's 39. Gotta make some topazes or whatever so I can roll this necklace. And then I can use a 2-piece Blackthorn to get a little bit more survivability. And we're gonna go to have materials. Oh, I can only make 3? That sucks. Well, I guess 89% is not that bad, actually. Not that... Oh, wait a minute. No, I fucked up. No, I did it... No, okay, I did it correctly. Cool. Let's see if we can get this a little bit higher. I doubt it, though. I mean, it'd be nice to get 100%. Oh, I don't need those. It's the other gem. It's the, Let me see here. Amistad. How many of these do I got? Let me make 50 of them. Cool. And I like how they made it so like you get the number that you want. You don't have to like wait for each one to craft. It's gonna be hell getting that higher than 89 though. For farming Paragon levels, I know Grievous are stupid good. 30 of them cleared with a crown and experienced gem or not, or I would run the experience gem honestly if I was running Greater Rifts to get experience. If you're trying to rank, then you don't need to worry about that stuff. But if you're just grinding out Greater Rifts, yeah, you might as well use the experience gem. Man, this thing's brutal. It doesn't want to give out any kind of critical. 87? What the fuck is that? I guess that's okay beforehand, but like, fuck. Nah, they're not hexing pants. They're Cloth of the Transcendence. It makes it so that whenever I use a mana spender, I have a 100% chance to get a fetish, to generate a fetish. So if I cast Haunt, it hits a target. As long as it hits a target, bam, I get a fetish. So now you can use other skills to get fetishes that you don't have to worry about actually using the passive. Well, that was pretty terrible for 50 gems. I think I'll just keep it at that. Let's take a look at the boots. Yeah, the boots are fine. Alright, so we're going to put on the boots, and we're going to put on the necklace. Damage is still good. Toughness is real good. We get more elite damage, which is nice. Let's remove this gem. Put it inside the Blackthorns. So now we got the Blackthorns, 2-piece. 10% extra elite damage, and also 250 vitality, which is quite nice. We'll put you guys back here in the storage. And now we're going to attempt to do 39. I got 2 at 39. Hopefully one of those can be fruitful. And then we can try 40. Ice Climbers would be nice. Blackthorns is nice because you can get the 2-piece bonus and stuff like that. You know. But, I mean, that would be fun. Either with Blackthorns or Ice Climbers. I would just say use whatever you got. But, yeah, Blackthorns, 250 vitality, 10% elite damage. Pretty nice. Hopefully I can get some good mob density. Those are Act 1 dogs, so... or whatever, Act 3 dogs, whatever. Those are easy monsters. That's a good sign. Health globe. Where the health globe? Woo! Get me out of that room. No, because on the belt I have a Hellcast Waste card, but the belt will be okay. But in the future, you're not going to use the belt ever again because they're going to move the Cloth of Transcendence, the pants that I'm using right now, to belt sockets. So I don't think people will ever be using the belt slot other than that, or a Witching Hour or something, or like, you know, Vigilante belt with the cooldown reduction. This motherfucker has Jailer and he has Mortar. In terms of monster difficulty, it's not too bad because it's an Act 1 mob still. Dude got a little bit more toughness, got a little bit more elite damage, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's still something that I didn't want to get. So I'm glad I got the Blackthorns. The extra toughness and the 10% elite damage seems to be paying off. Because normally that Jailer would kill me, but luckily I survived it just with the skin of my teeth. Didn't pop the Spirit Vessel, so that worked out really well. If we keep getting good mob density like this, it looks like we might be able to do 40 boys, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. This is the small man's finger build. I'm utilizing the 3. Basically what it is it's using 2 new legendaries. It's using the Cloth of Transcendence, which makes it so whenever I use a mana spender, I get back, I get 1 generated fetish, which means I don't have to run Fetish Sycophants, and I can run Gruesome Feast instead. So every time I cast Haunt, it generates me a fetish because it's a mana spender and it's hitting an enemy. The second legendary item that I'm using that's new on PTR, or that's going to be in the future, is called Small Man's Finger. What Small Man's Finger does is it takes your large gargantuan and splits it into 3. And each of those gargantuans deal about double the amount of damage of a regular gargantuan. So I'm using I already did the fire one already. If you do exclamation mark YouTube, you can check the new ones I did with the fire. I did 40 with fire, raffle protector, using a lot of cooldown reduction to keep spamming them over and over again, even though they're only up for 15 seconds before they dissipate. I got such a high cooldown where I can just basically keep spamming them over. That actually did 40 quite well. Damn, no monsters. And then, like I said, the big thing about this one with the poison one is the little gargantuans, they do like a little AoE poison damage that are around them. So it actually adds a good amount of AoE damage to a pet build, and it's pretty strong as long as you get a lot of mobs, but if you don't have high mob density, it really doesn't shine. The nice thing about a Wrathful Protector, if you don't have high mob density, that's okay. The Wrathful Protector will just smash the living shit out of it, but when you have monsters or effects that do AoE damage, you want high mob density. It's like having a Jade build when you have low mob density. It's pretty fucking terrible because you want more monsters. The more monsters you have and you have strong AoE abilities, the more you actually profit or benefit from them. The poison crits for about 17 million, it seems, which is nice. The AoE damage per second, so it's pretty solid. That's when it crits, though. But like I said, I need mobs. I need a good amount of monsters in order to take advantage of these items, or of the gargantuans, because they do AoE damage. I mean, the more mobs I have, AoE damage, good, fantastic, you know, all that good stuff. Getting kind of low. Where's the health globe at? Well, maybe my potion will call off cooldown soon. I think it will. There it is. Well, I still pop my spirit vessel. That sucks. So it looks like it could do 39. Considering that there's no pylons on the Greater Rift, this should be able to easily do. This build should be able to do 39, no problem. Comfortably, that is. But unless I have some good mob density, I don't know, man. Well, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. We're making it an okay pace right now. It's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing. We're doing pretty good. There's a good amount of monsters here. They're dropping a good amount of health globes too, so we can get the gruesome feast effect, and then we're using sacrifice every second we can to enhance our damage of our pets. Oh, I just shaved off my mustache. I still got my facial hair though. Just when my mustache grows too much, it grows over my lip, and then it gets inside. When I drink milk or drink some juice or something, then my like mustache gets like a little dunk. So when it gets that long, I usually take it off. Spirit Vessel just came off cooldown, which is nice. If I'm not careful, it's going to go right back on cooldown, which is not good. You don't want to use that unless you have to. Ooh, a health globe. Well, doesn't look like this too bad. At least it doesn't have Vortex or something crazy like that. Making some good progress. I just died. Pick up my health globes. That was okay. Like I said, we're going to need better mob density to really push ahead so we can guarantee and get ahead. Considering that this has no pylons, this is not too bad at all. Yeah, the poison dog does stack, which is really nice. I wouldn't go sacrifice a tall man's finger ever. The only time I would go tall man's finger or sacrifice is whether the build where I can basically just, I'm looking to up my damage anytime when I'm trying to maximize the damage of all the pets' damage overall. But if I was going a poison tall man's finger build, I would never, ever, 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 ever go for sacrifice. I just like the Ukapin Serpent because the damage mitigation and it synergizes with the build so well. This is some good mob density right here, because now my gargantuans with their AoE poison damage is actually doing really good damage, because not only are they doing their regular auto attack damage, they're also hitting all the monsters for AoE damage with their poison ability. And this is actually making very good time. This is the kind of mobs we need. If I can get mobs like this all the way to the end, 39 should be no problem. Ooh, Goose. Yes. 2 orbs of Gruesome Feast. Very good. More damage. Very good. Finishing up these last mobs. Tohak wants to start a discussion. He's an intellectual chap. I bet he has a fancy top hat and monocle, and he's drinking a fancy coffee at a cafe right now on his laptop watching his stream like, yes, I do believe that sacrifice may have a potential on the tall man's finger build. But if anybody would like to argue, then proceed. I'm ready for any declaration of different ideals that transgress upon this situation. You're just using big words to use big words. Yes, but I am a classy man. Notice the top hat and the monocle. Well, I think 39 for this build is fast. You gotta keep in mind, Himsek, is that there is no pylons in there's no pylons in the game right now. So it's just basically if you do a higher grade of rift, it's because you can do it. Like I said, I'd be happy to get this build that's unoptimized to do 39-40. But there's no pylons at all in greater rifts on the PTR, so basically if you do a level, you do a level. There's no power pylons, there's no conduit. If you have noticed, there's none of that. So it would be interesting to see on the current if they actually made it so that greater rifts didn't have any pylons at all. It'd be interesting to see how it would work on the live servers, because I think the leaderboards would actually be quite different if they actually took away some of the RNG aspects of the rifts and shit. Besides, like I said, it's just a new fun build, and if I can get it 39-40, that's fine. That means because I did the one with fire one with 40, so I'm thinking if it had pylons and stuff, it probably can do about 42, 43, maybe close to 44. Which is around the same with Carnival. Carnival's done 45. It'd be right up there with Carnival and everything else. But I'm pretty sure the Carnival run had some nice pylons too as well. But I kind of prefer it this way. It feels more legit with all the pylons and shit. Ah, okay. But it would be interesting if they did have some pylons. I imagine this build would have a lot easier time as well. Especially if I ended up getting like a conduit or power pylon, or channeling wouldn't really help this build out too much at all. Power pylon conduit would probably be the only thing. The defensive one, the shield one, would be okay. Yeah, channeling on Jade would be nice. Like, channeling for Jade is real good. But like I said, if the live servers didn't have any conduit pylons, that would actually make the game a lot more interesting, I think. You would see, like, less, like, RNG-ish type runs and shit. Then it kind of would default back onto, like, you know, what's your mob density, you know? But like I said, on PTR, try some runs with the original builds you did, because like I said, I'm really digging this no pylon thing. Because what pylons are causing too many problems, and it's too much RNG. This elite looks like he's emo. Health Link, that may not be too bad then, because the AoE of the Gargantuans might actually work really in my favor with that. If they kind of stay close to together. I'm gonna have to play this very safe. I don't want to use my Spirit Walk until I absolutely have to. Fuck, I should have just Spirit Walked. Gargantuans on cooldown. I don't know why we keep resummoning. I gotta stop resummoning those Gargantuans because I didn't die recently. That's gonna hurt my time just a little bit. That might have cost me the run. But I mean, as long as they kill a couple more monsters, they'll spawn the Rift Guardian, which will be fine. That lifelink sucks ass. Okay, the Rift Guardian disappeared. What do we get? This guy's a little bit of an asshole, I think. Razio, I don't think I like him. I can't remember if he's bad or good. If he doesn't spawn pets, we'll be fine. But we'll have to wait and see. The pets look like they're doing work on him. As long as he doesn't do anything too emo, I think this will be in the bag for, and this will get us up to 40. So 39 will be cleared. As long as he doesn't do anything crazy, we'll be perfectly fine. But if he does something crazy, we'll be shit out of luck. That death didn't help though. So looks like he's behaving himself. As long as he doesn't get too herp to derp when he gets lower level, like some of them do. Like like Blood Maw, I call him Hopscotch. Because that nigga just likes to hopscotch all over the place when he gets to a certain HP amount. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, that's normal. Yeah, I think I got him. He was trying to be a little fresh with me right there. Yeah, it looks like he's dead. So 39 was fine. Yeah. If I didn't take, I think there's a couple of deaths I could have avoided and made that a little bit easier, but I wish the damage was a little bit higher. 40, we got it. If you want to see it in detail, you can check up on YouTube. It's the new video which I did, where it shows the build being done at greater of 38, 39, and 40. That worked out pretty well. We'll go ahead and do the 41 right now. I don't think I'll beat 40, but we'll see. And then we'll do 39 again, and if I could beat